AMD stock closed at $7.67, a gain of 3.03%. This happens to be its second gain since the last 8 trading sessions, that is since the 1st of December 2022. The volume was 61 million, which is just roughly average. And the folks at Schaefer's Investment Research have a piece on it, and they're saying that the pressure at the $80 level has been keeping a firm lead on the gains of late as it concerns an AMD, an area that coincides with AMD's 120-day moving average. Year to date, the chip maker is down 51.3%. Option bears have been eyeing AMD amid the recent downtrend. The stock landed on their analysts' list of names with the most options volume in the past 10 days. In that time period, 1.839 million calls and 2.29 million puts exchanged hands. The most popular contract during that time was the January 23 $65 strike, followed by the $70 strike put in the same standard series. It is also worth noting that the top 5 most active positions were puts. Okay. So at the major exchanges, the put call ratio of AMD is 1.08. Over the past 2 weeks, it ranks higher than any other readings in the annual average, in the annual range. Options are certainly an intriguing route according to their volatility scorecard, and sits at a relatively high 82 out of 100, which this means that AMD has exceeded options traders' volatility expectations during the past year. So yes, given all of that, and they mentioned that $80 level that's continued to keep it sitting on AMD stock. You can see that since it fell below that level, that was since when did it fall below that? That was sometime in early to mid September. It hasn't surpassed it. It has came close on the 30th of November, 77.74. Never has surpassed that. So the best part of almost 3 months, it hasn't reached that sort of level. It hasn't surpassed. So indeed, yes, that $80 level has ensured that there's a lead on the stock. So given all that is going on with the stock, we can see what the projections are. This is the daily chart on TradingView. We have I think there's more downward projection here. There are more downward projections. So market participants this is what they may be seeing, and they have gone ahead to ensure that there are more puts than calls on the option side of things. So we have downward projections of 67.41, 60.11, 54.46, 48.34, 40.11, and down here we have 29.26. Some of them yes, they may not be achieved. Upper projections we have 79.42, and up here we have 110.04. So but given all of that, we think that especially with that $80 level in mind, as it was mentioned here by them, so we have determined that the probability of it to remain below that $80 level over the next 20 trading sessions, the next 20 trading sessions, is roughly in the short time, pretty much in the short time, is the probability of it remaining there is very high, almost at 99.99%. So statistically there's a very high likelihood that it's going to remain there. The reason is because over the last 20 trading sessions, even though this is backward looking, over the last 20 trading sessions, the standard deviation of the prices has not been very high. So the stock hasn't really been that volatile over the last 20 trading sessions. So You would expect that naturally that will continue to be the case. So as such, based on all of that, the probability of it surpassing $80 not very high. So it's just really going to continue to remain in this sort of level. So AMD appears to be in a strong bullish trend, strong bearish trend. It's 200-day, both the 200-day moving average and the MACD are falling. It's also outperforming the S&P 500. And momentum for AMD is strongly bearish. The 14-period stochastic oscillator is below 20-day level, which many analysts call oversold. This means that investors have been actively selling shares and driving the price higher. So given that is the case, if it's oversold, then there might be a rebound on the cards as well. But statistically, it's not going to be, it doesn't look like a rebound that will take it all the way to $80. No. The volume for that last trading session was lighter than usual, trading 60.968 million shares versus an average of 91.635 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator shows that longer term accumulation is giving way to near term selling pressure by traders. So we have upper projections based on what we have here on trading view. Upper projection of $79.42. Currently it is trading at let's see where it's trading at. It's trading at it closed at 70.67. let's see, let's get an updated price. It could close at $70.81. So upper projection we have here is once again 79.19. There's no guarantee that's going to happen, but indeed there are a lot of downward projections all the way down to at least reasonably down to, okay, let's get the closest here. This should be the closest, 67.41. Okay, so see what you make of AMD stock, and thank you very much for watching this video.